You're listening to the TGTS Radio Network. And now, TGTS is on the air. This is the greatest talk show on Block Talk Radio.
From oblivion.
You were watching the Twilight. And now, here's your host, Marc the Arcturian.
Scary.
Hello, who's this?
Well, beats me. I mean, how many callers do you have?
Who is it? Mr. Arcturian, if that is your real name.
That's Mr. Arcturian to you. Here I come to save the day. You know, it's funny to think that in some dimension, Marc the Arcturian is actually Mighty Mouse.
Here I come to save the day.
Tony, you remember you photoshopped, you took a picture of me in my Kryptonian garb, in the super suit, Arcturian, Kryptonian, whatever, and you photoshopped in that crystal ball.
Yes.
That is one of the very few known pictures of Marc the Arcturian. As you recall, from my very first film, which has been seen by over 250,000 people, the mystery was nobody knows what this guy looks like.
We are looking right now at three possibilities, okay? And the first possibility in the three different existences is that there's nothing out there, no alien, we're alone in the universe. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is we're not alone, there is things out there, but we haven't quite come to a head. We're talking about alien spies.
Okay.
Talking about first contact, you know, from Star Trek.
And the third?
Third possibility is that aliens have been here forever and it's just been totally kept from, and we haven't gotten there yet. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Danny Hart about the first scenario. Is
Danny,
what do you
wait? Danny, hi, Danny Hart. Hi,
Hi. How are you?
Hello. How nice of you to be here. It really breaks up the monotony of Tony talking all the time. I really appreciate you being here. Where's the laugh track, dude? You missed the laugh track.
I got that.
Hey, you did it.
So the question I want to ask you is,
Go ahead. What if there's no alien life out there? Is that the first question?
Yes. Hypothetically.
Okay. Wait, hang on. If you play back the tape, that there's the first question, I believe you said that you're exploring, that there's nothing out there.
The first possibility in the three different existences is that there's nothing out there.
Okay, stop. That is correct. As soon as you put in the word alien, you lose me. There's nothing out there. Listeners, if you are within the sound of my voice, there is no out there in front of you. Okay? There's nothing in front of you except colored static. Tony, Danny, you ever seen a color television when it has static? It's like little red, yellow, blue, green, purple dot.
Yes.
Static on a color television. That's all that's in front of what you think your eyes are looking at. It's cosmic soup. It's subquarklets, plank, and string, and it's all the same. It's all the same in front of you. And 99.999 repeating % empty space. So your statement is right.
There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there.
There's nothing out there, guys. There is no out here. Now, this is almost incomprehensible because it looks like there's stuff. I can feel it. But under a microscope, it's 99.999 repeating % empty space. Now,
there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there.
That's correct.
I want to touch on this sentence by science. In the beginning was a ball of matter the size of a pea. That's all that still exists if you take out the spaces between the atoms. They've also discovered, using a sophisticated algorithm, scientists have now calculated the actual size of Earth. Now, keep in mind that an atom is 99.99% repeating empty space, and the amount of matter in the nucleus of an atom is similar to a piece of popcorn in a football stadium. That's all the matter that's there, even in the hand you're looking at, but that's another lecture. So in the beginning was a ball of matter the size of a pea is preposterous. It was nowhere near that large.
Wherever you are is everywhere that exists. You are omnipresent, which means where you are, you exist everywhere at once, because where you are is currently everywhere that exists. Play that again a couple times, you'll get it. So, no, there is no other planet, there is no other out there, there's no other parallel universe. All that exists right now, this instant, is where you are. Period.
Okay, got it.
Correct. Okay.
All right.
Number 2. What will they do when they see us? Okay, if you're talking alien invasion, okay, if the ship comes, it's on a rescue mission. It's not here to destroy you. They would have done that a long time ago, and A. B. My ship, the USS Arcturus, is way bigger than theirs. I'm the captain of the USS Arcturus, currently in geosynchronous orbit above Earth. I have no idea where. Standard ground crew memory wipe. Standard ground crew memory wipe. I haven't got a clue where it is. And it's a galaxy class with multi-dimensional drive. That means you can zip in and out of dimensions, which is important with what is going on Earth. And the powers that be think they're going to, you know what the space station is. They think it's their escape pod. They can just go out there and wait it out and then come back to Earth. But the joke's on them, because when the entire universe collapses, they're still in this dimension. I do want to mention to all the listeners, if you're within the sound of my voice, the USS Arcturus has more than enough room for every man, woman, child, plant, and animal on planet Earth. There's only one small catch. You got to want to go. And they don't, Tony. They don't want to go.
So the question then, we move on to the third scenario, is that
they've been here all the time.
All the time. The Anunnaki, the ancient religions, the dreams, the stories, the ascension, the cloud that followed the Israelites, the burning fire in the mountain, like the working through sound and water, because
that they've always been here, yes. Everything on Earth is a star seed. Came from somewhere else. Anunnaki, don't buy it. Sorry. As a lot of you know, I have over 1 million views on YouTube. Have I said that 3 times already yet?
No, you can say it as many times as you want. I want to know the news.
I'll
take us to break. Yes.
Okay, when we come back, we will discuss what if aliens are here and how it's possible and how it's impossible that they've not been here, we've not been here, and we'll discuss the difference between aliens and extraterrestrials when we come back on the greatest talk show right after this. I'm Marc the Arcturian.
If you were thrilled by the towering inferno, if you were terrified by San Andreas, then you will be scared shitless by Marc the Arcturian's production of That's Armageddon. The most realistic depiction of doom, gloom, and destruction in motion picture history. With no special effects, you will never forget Marc the Arcturian's production of That's Armageddon.
Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Marc the Arcturian. You're listening to the greatest talk show. And tonight is one of Tony's favorite topics, Little Green Man. And if you've never seen him, he really does resemble one. I call him an elf. It's okay. It's just, we can always edit that part out.
I'm not editing shit. I still want to know about Venus. Venus.
Oh, about your Venus? I said your Venus is bigger than mine. But I'm kidding.
There you go.
Okay. How about a hand for Anthony Tony P? My gosh, Tony.
Yeah,
right on.
you know
I love you.
I'll give myself a...
I love you, buddy. And,
the chat room said she wants to know, do you think aliens exist? And Mark, as you, what do you think? Answer her.
if you'll let me. I mean, what? That's enough foreplay? You're swinging right back? Okay, fine, buddy. Okay, he keeps saying aliens. Tony keeps saying aliens, aliens, aliens. Now, we have to make a distinction between aliens and extraterrestrials. What's the same thing? No, what's the difference? Big difference. Big difference, okay? Aliens are the ones here destroying our planet. Extraterrestrials are those of us here at the bequest, at the call of Mother Earth herself, to take back the planet and take care of her out of love for Mother Earth. That is a distinction between extraterrestrials and aliens. Okay. Tony, you know that when I interviewed on the radio, then I used the radio tape as the soundtrack for my next film. Right, Tony?
Yeah, and it's good.
Tony, it says, voice of Marc the Arcturian, courtesy of the Dr. Hildy Show. And once, I had to quote my own movie, and it said Marc the Arcturian, courtesy of Marc the Arcturian. I had to get my own permission to use my own clip in my own movie. Thank you. Okay. Alien invasion. Seriously, Tony, you just stepped over my introduction.
No, I didn't. I was
okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start now.
We interrupt this special report to bring you this special report.
Earth under alien invasion. Humans don't stand a chance. Okay. War of the Worlds is happening right now in your neighbor flipping hood. Okay, for those of you who are young, War of the Worlds was a story which, when broadcasted on the radio by Orson Welles, everyone thought the world was under attack by aliens. And it was a story by H.G. Wells, I believe, who Orson Welles, no relation, read it on the air like it was a play. I mean, it was a play, and people just tuned in late and thought we were under attack in the 30s or 40s. Now, I'm going to ask Tony because he knows the answer to this, and I can edit this part out anyways. Okay, Tony, here's the question. What is the only reason? Now, War of the Worlds, the Martians were attacking. Notice, Martians. What is the only reason the, quote sign, Martians, end quote sign, I think of George Carlin when I do that, quote. What's the only reason the Martians lost? We couldn't fight their weapons, we couldn't get through their force shields. Tony, Hollywood Tony P, what's the only reason the Martians lost that fight?
Because of the sickness, the flu, the death, the germs.
Because it's right from our what? They couldn't breathe our atmosphere. I will edit this part out. Tony, we went over this the other day. Okay. The only reason the quote-unquote Martians lost is because they couldn't breathe our atmosphere, which eventually got into their spaceships. Okay, this is real easy to fix. And you don't see it coming at all. Do they come back with better masks? No. All they have to do in, 90 years, is to make our atmosphere more like their atmosphere. Okay.
Thank God that can't happen here. Stay tuned.
It's not the Martians at all. Never has been. Marc the Arcturian will tell you the Pleiadians are our good allies. Martians are our allies, the good guys. Now, in every Disney movie, there's a king who has an advisor, who's really an evil advisor who wants to usurp the king's power, so really just rules the kingdom and has the ear of the king. And when the prince, the good guy, comes to save the day and probably put him out of business, the evil advisor, he says, "Sire, your son has hatched a plot to kill you and take the throne," pointing at the good guy, saying he's the bad guy. Yes or yes? The evil advisor points to the good guy and says bad. That's what things do. Evil things point at the good things and say that's bad. Now, who are the gods of love self-proclaimed? That's the other side. Venus, correct? So it goes Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. So, which planet is closer to the sun, Mars or Venus?
Why, that would be Venus, Chuck.
Okay, so is Venus warmer or cooler than Earth?
That would be warmer, Chuck.
Cha-ching!
Warmer,
Okay,
Chuck.
is the Earth getting cooler or warmer? Oh, warmer, cha-ching! Now, so it's closer to the sun. So does Venus receive more or less solar radiation than Earth? Did you say more? Cha-ching! I think we have radiation covered. I mean, Fukushima alone has got that covered, and they're ticking time bombs, Tony. They're all cooled by what? Electricity. And when the grid goes down, they will pop all over the flipping planet. I mean, it's in the prophecy of certain sea life and
nuclear
God.
reactors, yes.
Yes. And they're bombs put there by Venusians, so we have more radiation on a warmer planet. Here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. What do we, as humans, almost unavoidably, willingly pump in the atmosphere 24/7, 365, 366 on leap year? CO2. It comes right out of our exhaust pipes. And fluoride and chlorine are in virtually 3/4 of the world's populated water supply. Fluoride and chlorine. Pop quiz. What's the atmosphere of Venus? 95% CO2, 96.3, 3.7% fluorine, sulfur dioxide. Folks, they're changing our atmosphere into theirs. Cut and simple. You heard it here. Marc the Arcturian, and only from Marc the Arcturian, and only on the greatest talk show.
So I want to ask you, how long do you think they've been doing this? Like, when?
No man knows the hour except God in heaven, and he made me promise not to tell. I thought you'd never have.
This has been an Earth 2018 Special Report. I'm Marc the Arcturian.